Yo, what is going on, you parboiled people up? Today we're playing some games with ADP Zapdos combo. Before I get into the list, I just want to mention that I do stream live pretty much daily over on twitch.tv/AzulGG. Link in the description below. Been doing a ton of fun stuff recently, like playing some Legacy, throwback or retro challenge streams, what I've been calling them, where you guys challenge me to games in your favorite past standard format. And then also been doing some decks out of Discord streams, where this deck came from, actually, where the subs over on Twitch submit decks for me to play with on Tuesdays. Yeah, this is the deck that this is a deck that came out of that stream. So if any of that sounds like fun to you guys, be sure to go check out the Twitch stream. Like I said, I stream pretty much daily. Sometimes I don't stream on Mondays, but besides that, I'll be streaming twitch.tv/AzulGG. So it is, like I said, Zapdos ADP combo. Here's the combo. With this guy over here, we got the ADP in here, and we got Zapdos. So the point of the deck is to GX attack with ADP, and then we attack with Zapdos for the rest of the game. And we utilize combo to try and take even more prize cards past just the extra prize card we get off Altered Creation GX. And then one of the really cool things about this deck, one of the ideal things we like to do, is when we do go second, we can theoretically do something like Tag Call, and then we get ADP out, and then we get the Guzma Hala, and then we Guzma Hala for Thunder Mountain, an energy for the ADP, and then maybe a tool card, depending on which one we want. And then we can actually Thunder is Assault on the first turn when we're attaching to build up into our ADP GX attack. So that's something super cool that we can do. We don't always get to pull it off, obviously, but it is something that we can pull off. So we got 4 E-Power, obviously, because we want the Zapdos to hit harder sometimes to take those knockouts, so we can actually draw prize cards, because everything's got a lot of HP right now. Zapdos, even with the buff from the ADP damage, only hitting for 110, so we need a little bit more than that a lot of times. Got one Vitality Band, same reason as the E-Power, just need to hit a little bit harder. 12 energy, 4 Aurora, 4 Rainbow. Get the ADP going. They got 4 speed energy, because our main attacker does eventually just become the Zapdos, so drawing those extra cards is pretty cool. 1 Tool Scrapper, get rid of pesky tools like Big Charm and stuff like that. Spell tags, I guess we don't see those that often. It's not really that big of a deal. We got 4 Switch, 4 Scoop Up Net, because it is a Jirachi combo. Engines in the deck, or stuff in the deck. 2 Tag Call, 2 Guzma Hala. Guzma Hala is the only tag team supporter in here. I don't know if I want to change that or not, but currently that's the only guy that's sticking out. 2 Boss's Orders, because gusting is still important. 4 Quick Ball, of course, because you got to find your dudes. And then 3 Marnie, 4 Research, 4 the draw supporters, and that's it. That's the list. Let's go ahead. Let's get into some games. All right, we are getting into our first game here. Looks like we will be probably going. Whoa, we're going first. All right, we'd like to see that. But this hand, not as much of what we'd like to see. No ADP so far, but our opponent did mulligan once, so we'll get a mulligan draw to work with, and we'll also get our top deck to work with. Looks like we're up against. Oh no! All right, it is the Dustox Cragonal deck that we don't like to play against. I don't think anyone likes to play against. There's the ADP now. That's good. There's a Jirachi, so we're gonna go into the Jirachi. I'm gonna actually tell which first, because if we get a Tag Call here, I'd rather use the Tag Call like we just grabbed. All right, Tag Call. All right, none of our opponents will have that much HP, so something to like take note of. I'm gonna throw this down. That's your Aurora. Get rid of the E-Power, so I don't think we need the E-Power. That's what I was getting at there. And then pass over to our opponent. So we do have 1 Escape Board in the deck, which you can use to get out of paralysis. So I gotta like do the math on how much it is. So they do like 10, they do 70. So they actually knock out Zapdos. Because they do 70 going into our turn, 30. So I want to put the Escape Board on my ADP, so I can move that potentially. And then try and Stellar Wish into a yeah, they want to do that. Zapdos they actually knock out, because they do 70. So they're gonna poison us, and poison paralyze. We'll take 30 going into our turn, plus the 10 from Frozen Lock. We'll take 30 going out, we'll have 70 on us, and we'll take 40 going in from the same stuff happening again. And then our Zapdos is just chilling, I guess. All right. I mean, Boss's Orders isn't bad to have. The Quick Ball's not bad to have. We get rid of Boss and Dedenne. That's what I'm looking at getting rid of here, is Boss and Dedenne. Just locks items, right? Okay. So I could still use the Boss. So I should probably get rid of the Quick Ball, to be honest. Get rid of Quick Ball, and I don't want to get rid of it. I want to get rid of that. We'll let him go. I want this, and a Rainbow. But I also want to. I need like a Switch or something like that. No Switch or anything like that, though. So now I kind of have to put the Escape Board on the active, which kind of stinks. But oh well. Yeah, I was hoping for a Scoop Up Net, ideally. But I really want to get this GX attack out of the way. So I think this is just better overall. All right, and Thunder Mountain, we'll probably just go ahead and try and throw it in play. Take away the turf field. Maybe it takes him a little while to find another turf field. I can't think of a reason to keep this around for so long. Like I said in the intro, we have a ton of energy in this deck actually. Because Zapdos takes 1 energy to attack. It's not like we're building up into something big. Or bigger than that. So yeah, there's a counter stadium. Kind of expected it. Yeah. So ADP can get trapped for a while. So that's kind of unfortunate. We do have this boss's orders. Like I said, we can try and trap something and they're active. And we are drawing prizes really, really fast. So it's like, it seems like we should be fine. We'll see how this goes. I'm interested to see how it plays out from here. Their deck is also a little bit slow. They probably won't be even attacking this turn. And we can win pretty fast. So, oh, they also play Florges. All right. So they constantly try and loop something on top of their deck. But they sometimes don't kill everything as evenly as they want to. Jirachi, they KO going back into the turn, but like something like the Zapdos, like I said, does not KO how they would want it to KO. There is Jirachi Prism Star. Okay, so I'm going to attach this. I guess we should maybe just Ultimate Ray. Yeah. And then Boss. Take out the Cragnole before they can start item locking. And yeah, Ultimate Ray. Unfortunately, we don't play any basic game. We don't Ultimate Ray that often, actually, it feels like I usually bring this guy to the bench majority of the time. Oh, we can almost pull off combo here. We are just a Mr. Mime short. We only do play 1 of each combo piece. Not super heavy into the combo, but it is there. So I usually feel like we can eventually pull it off like once a game and have it be like relevant. We don't just like pull it off with 3 prize cards left and knock out a 3 prizer anyways, or a 2 prizer, I guess, that becomes a 3 prizer. There's the paralysis, but we do have 3 switch cards left, so we could possibly get out of this lock. Using combo actually seems like it's going to be irrelevant because we're going to take 2 more knockouts and that's going to be all of our prize cards. So actually using combo at this point is irrelevant. If we had combo twice, then we could, you know, win in 2 knockouts. But yeah, combo at this point seems like it's going to be irrelevant. So we're hoping for a switch here. So we get top tech, a Escape Board, or a Scoop Up Net. So let's go scoop all the way this. Let's grab ourselves. Let's check how many switch are in here. 3 switch are left. If any switch are in the prize cards, we maybe would have tried to use the Mr. Mime actually. So I think all we need is more Zapdos, because like I was saying, Zapdos are the thing that they can't really KO, or they can KO, but I could put the net on top. I could save the draw. Try saving it, just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Zapdos is the thing where they can't cleanly knock it out going into their turn. And there's a switch. I'm gonna switch. Attach to a Zapdos. Get rid of an E-Power. Once again, E-Powers don't really do anything. Put the Marnie on top in case they Marnie us. Oh, I forgot about Stellar Wish now. Oops, alright, that's a mistake. Stellar Wish first. I should have Stellar Wished first. We'll take a boss for the next. Should have Stellar Wished, got the boss, then used the Primate Wisdom. I forgot that I had access to Stellar Wish. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. And there's the concession. Not surprised. And I think we would have won eventually anyway, so I don't blame them there, because what would have happened is we would have sent up Zapdos. Even if they had the full lock on the Zapdos on that turn, then we would have just waited till the Zapdos got knocked out going into our turn, and then we would have attacked with another Zapdos and won the game. So there it is. Dub over our opponent's Cragnole Dustox to start it off. All right, we're into another one. We did win the coin flip. We will be going first. We are an ADP deck, so getting that initial attachment on an ADP can be make or break, kind of, I guess. We open the I think I'm gonna open the ADP over the Mr. Mime. I think that's fine. We could have opened Mr. Mime quick balled for. The only thing else we could have done for is if we opened Mr. Mime quick ball. Oh, we're up against another ADP deck. Okay, ADP versus ADP. I'm gonna attach active and pass. Usually, other people's ADP decks are what's it called though? Zacian ADP, which means they're gonna be a little bit faster than us, and they are also potentially gonna be able to do the turn 1 GX attack, whereas we just can't do that. We have to turn 2 GX attack. And there's the air balloon, which means they are almost for sure that kind of build. So we're really hoping our opponent does not get the turn 1 GX attack here, because that would be bad for us. We do not want them to get the turn 1 GX attack. We want them to get like turn 2 GX attack. Turn 3. Turn 2 is fine. Otherwise, if it's turn 3, they're probably kind of dead drawing or drawing very poorly. So I'm fine with turn 2. They can match us energy for energy here. There's a Cherish Ball, so they're not dead drawing. Get themselves a Dedenne most likely. They did whip with the order pad there. I have no idea what they would have gotten. Maybe an energy spinner or something like that. It would have been pretty good. Usually pretty good on turn 1, the energy spinner is. Turn 1 going second. Get some get the water energy for the ADP. And you can also grab yourself a couple energies to discard, a couple metal energy to put in the discard pile, making it that much easier to get into that metal saucer E-switch combo that you can pull off with the ADP decks that have been going around recently with the order pad builds. There goes double E-switch. Wow, they had a research too. They could have just researched. We'll see if they even draw a draw supporter now. They usually don't play that many draw supporters. Usually it's like 4-1, 4-2 on research and Marnie. So we'll see. There's the metal discard. There's the Zacian. Do they have the E-switch and saucer is the question. They still have a draw supporter they could play. They probably still have plenty more order pads unless they prize 3 of them, which they probably didn't. There's an order pad. Let's see if they get it. What do we got? It is a heads. What are they going to grab here? I mean, I assume. Well, actually, I mean, if it is, I mean, I guess we'll see. They still need the water energy as well. They need more than just the E-switch metal saucer. Actually, they don't have the water energy yet. So I guess energy spinner would be the thing to grab here. Maybe there's just nothing to grab. There you go with the saucer. All right, saucer. So they still need energy switch and water energy. If not, no turn 1 GX attack for them, and then we'll be able to get off that GX attack ourselves. In this matchup, I don't think, I do not think we need the, yeah, there's a metal attached to the ADP. So they're done. They're done. They're checking out. I do not think we need the combo. This is another match where I don't think we need combo. I think just our GX attack will give us enough prizes that we won't need combo. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Mr. Mime here. I'm going to quick ball away a Scoop Up Net. Grab myself a Zapdos just because I want to go to attack as soon as possible. Because we actually don't want to attack with ADP in this matchup. Attacking with ADP is no good. We could hold the tank that has switch speed energy, so we'd be able to immediately get into... I guess I didn't really think about that. I'm going to go ahead and Marnie here. I'm going to try and see more cards. Set up more. Alright. Jirachi going to come down. Another Zapdos going to come down. And then we will GX attack. I'm fine with that. Now I risk whiffing a switch, I guess. But yeah, we don't want to actually attack with ADP. Because ADP is worth 4 prize cards if they 2-shot it. And the damage it deals is not enough to kind of make up for that. Well, maybe it would be, actually. Because if they can't one-shot us back, which a lot of ADP Zacian decks just can't one-shot ADP anyways. So maybe we could just go, like, attach active, hit, and then we have to go hit a Dedenne, or one-shot a Zacian with like triple E power, or we would need quad E power. That's a lot of E powers. Definitely possible, but it's still a lot. That's a ton of E. We need quad E power, so we have to like knock out. Ooh, this is why I kind of want to go into Zapdos immediately. But maybe we will just go for an ultimate ray next turn. I even said last game we don't ultimate ray that often, but it looks like we might have back-to-back games where we do the ultimate ray. There's an Oranguru. That's the 3rd E-switch gone, but they've kind of given up on that, which, I mean, E-switching the metal off the ADP after you GX attack is still very good. And who knows, maybe they play 4. But they only have that 1 left. Then, yeah, the E-switch is still very good to do that, especially, you know, you can attach the water, and they've got the air balloon set up here as well. Oh, but they have to research, so giving it up makes sense. You know, you'd be able to move the metal off, retreat with the water, because you have the air balloon, which means his 3 retreat cost is just a 1, which the water does cover. There is the water, so here comes the GX attack. I only have 2 gust effects too. That's another reason for me wanting to play out the game a little bit differently. Here comes down that Oranguru, which makes me kind of regret giving up the combo actually a little bit, because then I could have gone knockout ADP, knockout Oranguru. And if I combo in there at any point, oh no, I can still do that. This is worth 4. This is worth 2. Okay, never mind. That still works. All right, still works. So I think we're gonna hit this with ultimate ray. We're gonna ultimate ray this ADP, and then we're gonna try and go knockout ADP, knockout Oranguru. We'll see how it goes. I expect them to be able to fully, like, after the GX attack with their ADP, to be able to just move it to the bench and not worry about it. I expect them to 100% be able to do that. The question is just, will they be able to one-shot my ADP? Do they have a way for this station to one-shot my ADP? We see they put the swell in play, so no shrines coming in play. Have to be something like a Vitality Band or March Shadow Stadium Bump Shrine, something like that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw this here, get rid of this, and then probably just play the Marnie. Be honest, could Dedenne change to try and find a research instead, which I actually do kind of like. Yeah, let's do that. I would rather play a research here. Set up as much as possible. Okay. Ball away Guzma Hala. Put the Oranguru in play, I think. Yeah, some extra digging, and we could save the switch. Don't really need to save the switch. Actually, just ditch it. Ditch it all. Let's draw some cards. There's speed energy for next turn. Let's go ahead and put that on. I guess we get Marnie. Drawing to the speed energy would be pretty nice. There's a rainbow. Speed is just that much better. and Ultimate Ray right here. Here's where we've already drawn into a hand, though. Oh, I guess we were switching up our deck. I forgot about that. We're shuffling our deck with Ultimate Ray because we have to search. We don't actually have a choice. I was like, I'm just not going to search with Ultimate Ray. But we actually don't have a choice. You have to search your deck. You just don't have to take energy. So now I've lost my speed energy for literally no reason. That's great. So now we're in trouble because what's going to happen is they're going to punch us with a Zacian. And then, yeah, we're going to be in trouble. We don't have a gust effect in our hand. So the speed energy was our way to try and get into a boss's orders to get this guy back in the active and knock him out with the Zapdos and then knock out this Oranguru. We don't have 4 E-Power on the deck as well. We only have 3. So we can't actually use Zapdos to one-shot a Zacian. We'll be 20 damage short. So overall, not looking too great. Not looking too great at all. If they have a Vitality Band, it looks that much worse. But just saw an order pads, and they chose to get a Energy Spinner. If they have any kind of draw supporter this turn, I assume they would have just tried to draw into the energy. So this makes me think that they don't have a Vitality Band, which is great for us. They can't one-shot our ADP, so they can't win in 2 turns. Theoretically here, they have to take 3 turns. They have to hit this, and then KO anything else to win the game. If they've been able to win in 2 turns, there's no way we could actually win the game before they would win the game, and we would just lose. But looks like they can't do that, so it does give us a chance at being able to win the game before our opponent does. But we do need boss's orders, which I just made my odds of finding that boss's orders that much worse by Primate Wisdom. I forgot, like I said, Ultimate Ray, we are forced to search our deck. We don't have a choice. We have to search our deck. So that much harder to pull off now, because we're not going to have those extra 2 cards to work with from the speed energy. I guess unless we top deck one. There is 4 in the deck, so it's actually not that unlikely that we top deck a speed energy. Definitely possible. Definitely possible to top deck a speed energy here. All right. They got the Zacian set up. They got ADP set up. Have they disconnected, I think, is the question at this point. Nope. They have boss's orders. Okay, they are taking out our Dedenne. I feel like this is actually just kind of good for us, to be honest. Now I can send up the ADP again, Ultimate Ray, if I want to. Still, once again, want to find the boss's orders. Maybe I'll just send up the Jirachi and hope for a switch top deck, and then can sell a wish into the boss's orders or something like that. We do have, what, like 3 net, 3 switch, and an escape board, so us top decking a switch card and then being able to sell wish into a boss's orders KO this isn't that unlikely to have happen. All right, finally, here we go. Brave Blade knocks out our Dedenne. Took my opponent a little while to to get to here. Looks like they have it figured out. Dedenne is going down. Goodbye, Dedenne. We're gonna send up Jirachi here and see what we're able to get. It's also possible our opponent just can't find a gust effect, although unlikely. But it is possible. All right, Jirachi to either clean up our ADP or even chase our ADP to begin with. Okay, to top deck a speed. There's the Scoop Up Net, so we can Stellar Wish. No boss. Did find another Scoop Up Net though, so we can bench Jirachi. Scoop Up Net. Set up Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Found a switch. Just keep going here. Take the switch. Bench the Jirachi. Scoop Up Net. Pick up the Jirachi. Send up the Jirachi. Stellar Wish. No boss. Oh, there's a boss. Hold on. All right, hold up. No boss, psych. There's a boss. Boss up the ADP. Gonna throw down the... Wait, so this guy's hitting for 110. That is 290, so that's gonna be the knockout. Bench this. Switch into this. Primate Wisdom. I kind of want... I don't think they play Shrine. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out to get out of my deck, just in case they play Stamp. I think they're more likely to play Stamp than anything. I don't want to Primate Wisdom anything, because I don't want to draw into any of this. This is all trash. I'd rather draw into whatever this is, probably, because this is none of this is very good to win the game. We just need the boss's orders to win the game. We really want our Dedenne out of our prize cards here. Our second Dedenne is prized. There he is. Yeah, second Dedenne was prized. Yeah, a lot of Pokemon in the hand. So if we can find our last boss, which I think is in the deck, we can knock out Oranguru with Ultimate Ray. As long as I now didn't get punished for replacing the Chaotic Swell, so they can now put a Shrine in play. But people rarely play Swell if they play another stadium. It's usually just Swell that they play. So I'm hoping I don't get punished here for that, and my opponent doesn't have a Shrine all of a sudden here, or they just weren't ever able to find their Vitality Band. But I guess there's nothing I could have done about that. Them having a gust effect isn't super unlikely. They probably have like another Dedenne that they can find into it. They probably play Great Catcher, so they can play like research into Great Catcher or Eldegoss so they can recover this boss, or just find another boss that they probably play as well. So them having a gust effect here isn't super unlikely. However, they can't currently knock out my ADP unless they have, you know, that Vitality Band or that Shrine that I have now made space for. However, just like I just said, probably don't play Shrine, so I want to get this Thunder Mountain out of my deck because I'm a little bit more scared of something like Thunder Mountain or Marnie happening than a Shrine happening. So not having this in the deck is overall a plus because it's a card that is pretty much useless at this point. And if I don't bump, oh yeah, I can just never put it in play anyways. I just literally can't use the Thunder Mountain because of the swell that was just in play. There's the Brave Blade. All right, we are a boss away. Like I was saying, KO the Oranguru, KO this with the Ultimate Ray. Our hand is really big, bunch of trash, which means the rest of the deck is pretty good, and we can Dedenne change into those pretty good cards. Send up the Jirachi. Draw for turn is a switch. Going to start with Quick Ball away this. Grab a Jirachi. The boss is in the deck, along with a lot of switch cards, or not as many switch cards. Stellar Wish first. Grab an E-Power, thin that out. Switch into this other Jirachi. Play the E-Power. And then Dedenne change, discard. All of this trash. It's all trash. None of it does anything. Get rid of it all. Speed Lightning, got a Scoop Up Net. All right, start with that Speed Lightning. 2 cards, no boss. All right. Stellar Wish. There's the boss. All right, we did it. Gonna get that knockout on our opponent's Oranguru with, hey, we could use the Zapdos. Let's use the Zapdos. E-Power. Boss up that Oranguru. And then Thunderous Assault for that, what is it, 240, 140, 170. Oh, we used 2 E-Power. Okay, I didn't even recognize, I didn't remember about that other E-Power. All right, that's it. Got the knockout on the Oranguru. That's going to do it for these games on the ADP Zapdos combo deck. We didn't combo in either of the games, but we didn't have to. It's not there. It's something we have to do every game. It's just sometimes, especially in like the one prize matchups, like up against Baby Blacephalon or something like that. Definitely want a combo against a Dragon Ball matchup as well. It's a little bit slower of a matchup. You have more time to pull it off, and that can make a difference in that matchup for sure. The matchup we played against, combo wasn't really necessary. Didn't need to do it. Still ended up with the dubs, though. That's the important part. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you did, give the video a like. Enjoy the content. Be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.